Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, happen now and then. Look into my heart. Leave your guests behind. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. And now that you are already in, let me take you through it. As far as my memory goes, and I'm not that old, my dad had a song for each and every moment, each and every situation. For example, if somebody is coming home, he'll be like, Aiye meherban. Or if somebody is going, he'll be like, Jaiye aap kahan jayenge. Or if I'm crying, then he'll be like, Rona kabhi nahi rona. So that's the time I started associating music with emotions, music with moments. As a child, I was really fascinated by sounds around me. You know, when kids ask for toys, I went to a shop, saw a small Casio keyboard, and asked Daddy to buy that for me. And I would keep fiddling with it. And Daddy would say, "Tu tu 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 kyun karta rehta hai? Kuch seekh kyun nahi leta?" I would collect all the utensils at home, put them on a bed, have 2 big spoons in my hands, and would keep playing them. Once, one of my school teachers complained to my parents, he keeps playing drums on his head. Stop him. So, coming from a non-musical family, there was no real direction. But I just knew one thing, that music got me excited. So, by and by, importance of music in my life was increasing. Music simply started becoming a way, a medium to express emotions, to express joy, to express laughter, to express sorrow. You know, when your mom scolds you, how does it sound like? Probably this.
Rohit, why have you come so late from school? Have you seen how dirty your room is?
But you know, when my mom scolded me, how did it sound like? Also, for example, you are out on a date with your lover and you would hear something like, "Hey darling, so happy to have you. Looks like the time has ceased. I just want to spend my life just like this." But you know, for me, it always sounded like this. Fly, wanna fly, fly with you to the sky. Hold me close, hold me tight. You're my only delight. You're my only delight. You're my only delight. Yeah. So days passed by. The school proved to be the best soil a seed could ever get. Eventually, I got into engineering and then got into a job. 23 years of my life, music was just simmering by the side. Though I never lost touch with it, but I was driven by other things in life. And then comes the turning point. When you actually take the call of your calling, when you actually realize something to be your calling. And guess what? It hasn't given up on you. Music didn't give up on me. And that's the reason I'm here in front of you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't guessed by now, I'm a music composer and a producer. And I also get paid to do what I love the most, play with sounds. In real life, music was always there behind the scenes of life. But I tried to do it in the real life too. So let me take you on a journey of how music brings visuals to life. It's just a video, it's just a visual of a hand writing something, right? You must be wondering what the person might be thinking about, what's the emotion behind it. Right now, there's no story, right? So let me help you with it. Let's add a story to it. Let's add music to it. Now, to the same visual, let's try adding an entirely different piece of music and then see how you feel about it. Isn't it beautiful how music, two different pieces of music, invoke two different emotions into the same visual? How we go on two different journeys, but on the same visual because of music. That's the power of music. And all of this, we are talking on a very micro level. It's the same on macro level too, on universal level. All our senses are being bombarded by so many layers of data, invoking something or the other in us. But the question is, are we aware of it? Are we aware of it? So, let's do an exercise. I'll make you hear something. You just have to close your eyes and listen carefully. I just want to ask you, how many different sounds did you hear? Some of you must have heard the sound of birds. Some of you must have also heard the sound of a thunder. Did you hear the sound of footsteps or a stream of water also? So, we heard the same thing, but what we all took out of it is totally different. Like we sat down and tried to hear the soundscape outside of us, the same awareness can make us hear the soundtrack inside us, within us. And like Jalaluddin Rumi, the famous Sufi saint, has said, the more you become silent, the more you can hear. All that is happening, all the life is happening right in front of you, but we keep missing it because our mind is lost in its own noise. We just need to be right here, right now, available to this moment. and pay attention to what life wants to say to you. Music became the narrative that life chose for me to manifest itself. But it can be something else for you. That one thing which is your passion, which is your recluse, which is your excitement and calm too, which is your catharsis. I hope you find that. I hope you take the call of your calling. I hope your head and your heart dance to the same beat and sing the same tune. And on an ending note, I would love to sing a few lines by poet Bashir Badrji. अजनबी पेड़ों के साए में है मोहब्बत बहुत, घर से निकलो तो दुनिया खूबसूरत बहुत, रात तारों से उलझ सकती है पर जर्रों से नहीं, रात को मालूम है जुगनू में हिम्मत है बहुत, यारा खोल दे सिरे, यारा खोल दे सिरे. Thank you so much.